National Sign Day coverage here on GoSycamores.com alongside the head coach for Indiana State football. I am Luke Martin. Coach Mallory, congratulations on putting together, I know, a recruiting class for you guys. It's a long process, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a lot of hard work that was put into it, and today's a very gratifying day.
What did you feel when you met with your staff that you really wanted to accomplish with this class?
You know, we had to get good balance. It was going to start up front. We felt like we filled those needs with our offensive line. Excited about what we were able to fill some spots and some depth on the other side of the football too. And so excited about the balance, and we're able to hit on quarterback, some running backs, some wide receivers, a tight end, a powerful defensive line, some skill in the secondary. So hit on what we need to hit.
You brought up the power up front. That's why you guys were so optimistic about this past year and hate to see such an experienced group go. Even for maybe some of those young pieces you add on a day like today, what can they bring to that position group that even had some young guys this past year due to injury and other circumstances get thrown into the fire a bit?
Well, I think great depth and competition. And competition will make you better. Really excited about the young men that played for us last year and how much that they'll improve this next year. But this will bring in depth, and depth will bring competition. You need a lot of guys up front.
How much has the early sign day period really changed in terms of how much you really say your recruiting class today is set in stone versus how much you still got to work ultimately to get to the spring? And then we've been around it over the past couple of years. There's even guys that you may even add that get here over the summer, and then ultimately the guys will first meet them come fall camp.
Well, I think it accelerates even more so this year because of the calendar and how Thanksgiving fell, and you had 2 weeks to recruit or to, to solidify some positions. And then we had signing day today, so everything was kind of accelerated. So, we hit the ground running. Guys worked extremely hard, and we were really pleased with how it came out today.
I know a guy you've talked so highly of during his time here has been Kevin Abrams and his time as the recruiting coordinator. You've now given that title to Tyler Funk, and Coach Stokes is now on staff. The importance for you to promote within and why you feel that is such an important thing to do.
Well, I get to know these guys and how they grow, and I hate losing Kevin Abrams. He was a dear friend of mine. I've known Kevin for a long, long time. Tyler Funk has come in and he's done a tremendous job. I couldn't be more happy with the job that he's done. I was really pleased with Coach Abrams and how he came in and took a job, made it better, and now Tyler will take it and just keep going and keep it on that trajectory. And with Ryan Stokes, I've known Ryan for some time, his experience with special teams, and he came to us from being a running back coach at the University of Indianapolis. He's been at St. Joe, he's been at Grand Valley State. He's from the state of Indiana, and just got a chance to watch him and get to know him this year, and it was an easy decision to promote within.
When you talked with the recruits on the phone this morning, for those guys that are about to be a part of your program, of course most of them won't get here till the summertime, but what's really your main message to them over these next couple of months before they ultimately come into your program? And then, of course, some that do get the opportunity to come in early.
Well, I think the thing that we say as coaches is this is the most important time of their career because they're not part of their high school program, and they're not part of their wherever they're coming from. Maybe it's a junior college, and they haven't joined our program yet. They're on their own program. And how they will be self-starters, self-motivators, and continue to work, and because they all got to come in prepared to play. And if they do that, that'll give them a chance to play and compete. So that's what we tell them, hey, this has got to be a process that is coming within. Your high school coach isn't going to be chasing you around. We don't got our hands on you yet, so this is an important time for these guys.
You brought up how it's an important time for them. It's also an important time for your current guys. What was your message to them as they broke for Christmas and what their schedule really is like over these next couple of weeks? I know it's a lot of downtime, but sometimes before you guys ultimately get back and get ready for the spring.
We're really the same message. These guys, when the season was over, we hit the ground running. And we got in the weight room. Coach McManus was working with these guys. But when they go home, that they continue to work. And so when they come back, we got to, we can't take a step back. I mean, it's not a gradual work ourselves into it. We got to hit the ground running come January 16th.
You mentioned hitting that ground running come January 16th. What makes you optimistic that you have a group, you have a unit that's going to be able to do that?
I think we got leadership in every room, you know, and you know, I don't know if I could say that in the past. You know, we've got guys that can stand out and lead from the front in every position room, and I think that's where it's really developed with our program. Is guys are older, they've played a lot of football, and we've got a good group of leadership.
Coach, always appreciate the time, especially here on signing day. Merry Christmas, happy holidays to the Mallory family, and let's get the spring ball here shortly.
No question. Thanks, buddy.
Once again, I was head coach Curt Mallory. For more on Indiana State signing day class, be sure to stay here at GoSycamores.com.